Today on Real Talk with Zeb, I got 13-time national champion in boxing, 6-time silver glove champion, Junior Olympics gold medalist, 213 wins, 4 losses as an amateur, top-ranked youth boxer in the nation at 165 pounds, and now professional fighter with a 2-0 record. Many are calling the future of boxing.
Yeah.
Today on Real Talk with Zeb, we got Lorenzo Simpson, man. What's good, man?
It's good.
Also, your birthday today, man. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
All right. Let's jump right into it, man. We're going to talk about life for you. We're actually going to start off with a hard topic for you, man. What was life for you, man, after the loss of your father?
It was very tough because I got diagnosed with PTSD when I was young because I just didn't some kids understand the part of death. I was one of them kids. I was a daddy's boy, so I didn't never get why he was gone. But as it grew, it just hurted me. But I used it as an advantage.
From that point, with things in the city, was that the point where your mother decided to take you away from the city out to Wrightown?
No, I went to Vegas before Wrightown.
Okay.
So when my father passed, I give it a year or two. My mother was just going through it. So imagine her child's father dying, and then I'm just giving her a hard time. So she sent me to Vegas with my aunt Crystal Hanson Rottman. Sent me up there to see if they can get me in line, keep me away, so I can see something new for real. But Sharif Rottman, my cousin, he took me to the gym because he knew I needed an outlet. So he the reason why I kept going.
Now talk about that. The first day in the gym.
Yeah.
I heard you took somebody out there. That's how you got your name.
Yeah. The first day in the gym, I sparred a little white kid. Knocked him off his feet, easy. It was just everybody was just saying it was just natural. It was I was just fighting. That's what I knew. Natural.
Now, who actually gave you that nickname, Truck?
Coach Matt Allison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, during that time, you were also under the wing of Javante?
Yeah. I've been, since the first day I came to the gym, he the first one showed me everything.
Yeah, because kind of interesting, because I saw you, working with someone you consider like a little brother in the ring today.
Yeah.
Now, I saw you was going at him, man.
Yeah.
What was
when I was little though, it was way worse. Cause he had 8s, Javante had 8s. So when I was little, I probably was his size. It was just like that, but we both had 8s. So imagine me taking tank punches with 8s on, 8 ounces.
Oh my God.
So that's why I'm so he always been hard on me. You ever see us together, he hard on me.
Now, I want to talk about going back to let's bring up the amateurs. Talk about the Junior Olympics in Dallas, where you were named the most outstanding boxer out of 900 fighters, man. How?
It was amazing. It was one of my best tournaments up to date. It was amazing. I just felt like I was very focused.
Now, at that particular time, did you start to get the eye of different promoters and?
I think I started buzzing a little a tournament before that because I was in camp with Adrian and Tank, and then when they fought in DC.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went up there, the last tournament that I had won, I think, was silver gloves, and Nate Jones, Floyd's body man, he used to see me all the time because I had beat one of his fighters in the national, but everybody else knew me, but he didn't. So he got looking up on me, and Floyd started looking up on me. So when we got to the press conference, I blew up. Floyd said, "It's a great fighter right here. He's gonna be a future world champion." So that's when the next tournament, I had something to prove. Everybody was just like, "Who is he?"
Now, what's that experience like meeting Floyd, Money Mayweather, man, and just to get to chop it up with him, man? What was that experience like?
It was crazy. It was crazy because that's who we looked up to growing up. So it was very crazy. It was unbelievable at the time. But now, we friends, we cool, talk to him almost every day, call him, FaceTime.
Now, I got to ask you about something, man. During the time when you won your gold medal, it was 12 years and a day after the anniversary of your father's death, man.
Yeah.
What was that day like for you?
I remember exactly the day. That's crazy because I was like starting to doubt myself, and my mom was like, "You came too far." She always been like there for me, like through everything, and she always been there for me. But I remember that day. But then it was like there was no point in me moving around. Like I had to make him happy, so I had to go hard for that tournament.
Has there ever been a point that you ever wanted to give up boxing?
Yeah, plenty of times. Plenty of times. Most of the time when I'm probably like losing weight or like I just get to think about like things in the past that I went through, I think about giving it up. But no, I really love it. When I come in here, this is my happy place. Like I'm here on my birthday.
Just thinking where you are in your career right now, in life right now. Is it tough for you knowing that your father's not around to see these accomplishments that you're achieving at this point in your life?
I mean, yeah, it's tough, but it's really nothing. Like I had to, as I matured and grew up, I had to realize nothing. Like if I move around and put around, nothing is gonna change, and nothing is gonna bring him back. Nobody can bring him back. So it's like I might as well make him happy in the best way I can. I might as well feed my family. I might as well do everything to make my family happy.
That's interesting that you say that because I'm just thinking back when I was in my 20s. It didn't really get to me until I started having a family.
Yeah.
That my kids would never, get to know their grandfather and stuff. So that was the only time that really got to me. Yeah. With that situation. But that's why I asked you about that. How is it for you now? Maybe that's something you probably.
Sometimes it gets to me when say if I win a tournament, I come back home, I do something for the kids, and like one of the kids' uncles or father would be like your father would be proud. That's the only time it might get to me a little bit. But I never show it for real. I do it behind the scenes. But that might be the only time it really gets to me.
Now, one of the things that I just want to make sure I'm correct, you have a foundation, correct?
Yeah.
Talk about the foundation and why did you start it?
Because when I was young, it wasn't really nobody. The foundation is WAWG, we got in conjunction with Lorenzo Simpson. I started the foundation because when I was real young, not that say nothing about any of the Baltimore champions or anything, but nobody really came to Baltimore. A couple basketball players did something like that, just like some regular stuff. But nobody did that when I was young, so I wanted to be the first. So after every fight, I always do something to give back to the kids. Because the future, after I leave, it's gonna be the next generation. Just like when Floyd left, it's the next generation. So you always gotta bring up the next generation.
Because one of the things that you did was the school tour.
Yeah.
How did that all come about, and how did you incorporate your foundation with that particular, with the school system, with that tour? How did that even come about that?
It came about because I was on Instagram one day, and my best friend Vince and Brad, they was on Instagram. A lot of kids was they just realized how kids always loved me for real. So I was like, I'm gonna do a school tour right before my fight. He was like, you sure? Because you gotta lose weight and all that. But I'm sure. The kids need this. They need to see success in their neighborhoods. So I just started giving back to the kids, and the school tour was 5 schools for West Baltimore. So I'm from West Baltimore. So next fight or next year, the school tour would be the whole Baltimore city. But it was just West Baltimore, 5 schools right before I fight. Toured, had basically a party. Showed them how to box. Had fun with them.
Yep.
Just to keep their heads off of learning for all that time.
Because right now you actually have a fight actually coming up March 24th.
Yeah.
MGM. Is that the MGM?
Sports. Yeah, MGM National Harbor.
Oh man, do you know who you gonna be fighting on that day yet?
Yeah, I got my opponent, but I can't remember his name. I leave that to Coach Calvin. He awesome. So that's what he did.
Speaking of Coach Calvin, one of the things that he told you about was don't worry about the money, be great.
Yeah.
How does that stick with you?
Coach Calvin raised a lot of champions. He helped a lot of champions. So he knew what the money could do to somebody. So he always agreed to me since a kid. Never worry about the money. Once you worry about the money, you start not loving the sport.
I know we're in the beginning of your pro career.
Yeah.
But how close are you to achieving your goals of becoming a world champion?
Nowhere near. Because when I become a world champion, I want to become undisputed. I don't want no doubt of that I'm the best. But it's no rush. I'll be there soon.
Who's your favorite middleweight of all time?
Canelo.
Really?
Yeah, I love Canelo. He awesome.
Would you?
But
Who do you consider today to be the best pound for pound fighter in boxing?
Canelo, gotta be. But the pound for pound, that's crazy to talk about. I was just saying, like, some people on there is just like don't belong in there. Like pound for pound, like back in the day, we used to say pound for pound. It was like people that been through, like people that fought everybody, people that have been through everything. Now you got like ridiculous, like just like people that's undefeated on there.
Let me ask you, because I asked Coach Calvin about that. One of the things he wants to leave as his legacy, man, that he molded men to do great things outside of boxing. What do you see yourself doing after you hang the gloves up?
Promoting a lot of fights. Me and my team gonna have a lot of businesses. I'm coming up on buy my first property soon, maybe like 2 weeks. So my team, we ready put together.
How important is it to keep a good team around you, man? That people that you can trust and rely on and know they got your back.
Very important, very important. That's how most people go down. So like, if he's like my best friend right here, he been my best friend my whole life. So if he can't tell me nothing by the time I start getting money, that's fake. Cause he can tell me what not to do now. So he should always tell me what not to do.
Is there not a fear, but I guess you can't say that. A fear of new people coming around that might not be genuine, that might be not genuine.
Yeah, I always talk to him about it. Sometimes I go through here. Sometimes it makes me sad. Sometimes I go through stuff that, like, when you first get it, it's hard to realize what's real and, like, what's fake. But over time, I'm just starting to get it now. I'm starting to learn it. But it's a new thing. Everything starts to be new.
Now, I want to go back to talk about during that time up here in Baltimore, after the Freddie Gray incident, then you had the Baltimore uprisings up here during that time. Do you remember where you were on that day?
During Freddie Gray, probably the first 3 days I was home, but then I went to Colorado Springs, so it wasn't like I wasn't really affected by the riot stuff. But like I seen what was going on, a lot of family was affected. But yeah, it was crazy. It was very crazy.
How did things in the city change after that?
You couldn't go outside. I remember we had what's the
like the curfew and all that?
Yeah, we had the curfew. What's the military that they bring down?
What they had, the National Guard and everything up here. I remember I came up here.
Yeah, they had the National Guard here, so like you couldn't come out after like 9 o'clock. It was like a war zone up here, man.
Yeah,
you couldn't come out after like 9 o'clock. That was crazy.
Man.
They'll lock you up if you come out after 9. That was crazy.
Now, I gotta ask you, man, who would you say is one of the biggest influences in your life?
Coach Calvin.
Talk about Coach Calvin and Coach Ellis.
Awesome guys. Awesome. I think they underrated. It's not many coaches that raise champions from like the ground, from like a kid to all the way to a world champion. A lot of them get them when they turn pro, or get them once they already know the basics. But teaching somebody the basics all the way to being an elite fighter is it's a very scientific thing. It's just very crazy. They're amazing though. They're very amazing.
I have to ask you about this this one lady. I wanted Rhonda Ricketta.
Yeah.
Talk about her and her influence on your life.
Yeah. So when I was younger, my father passed away. I was like real wild. I was going through the phase of being like an inner city child, just not listening to a lot of things. She was the principal at my elementary and middle school. And she, no matter how many times I suspended, no matter how many times the teacher said anything about me, she always truly believed I was going to be something.
Now, what's the one thing you think people will be surprised to know about you?
I'm Dominican, half Dominican, half African American. What else? I don't know, I'm a cool guy. Most fighters like me. I don't know.
Speaking of that, great point. I wanted to ask you about this. One of the things that in the ring you like to smile.
Yeah.
Talk about that. What's the significance behind that?
If I smile, most likely you're in trouble.
You in trouble?
Yeah, you're in trouble if I smile. But I never seen like Lord. The main thing to be something that I wanted to portray, like, oh, I'm all mad. No, I'm having fun. It's something I love. I ain't gonna get mad and angry. But if I smile, oh, I got you. I like to have fun.
Let me ask you, man. What advice would you give kids trying to live their dream? And sometimes it might be in the harshest of circumstances, or they've been through a lot.
Never give up. Never give up. Whatever happens to you, use it. Like, 'cause some people actually like pass away or hurt themselves or anything just because of what they're going through. Sometimes it be a whole lot. But I've been through stuff like that. Of course, you've been through because you lost your dad too. So that always went through our mind. But we had to get through, and we use it as a positivity. You got to use it to push you further.
That's crazy, man. Because I actually lost my brother also to a car accident, and it was wow. It was like 5 days before my second daughter was born. So it was crazy, man. Because I remember that day heading in the car to go down to North Carolina where he was buried, and I got that call from my wife. This time the baby came and I never went to the funeral, so that was a tough situation for me.
Yeah.
It was tough, period. The fact that I had to pick him up, man, because I'm actually a mortician. I'm a film director, so that was tough to be in that predicament.
Yeah, I lost my, 3 days before my first pro fight, my best friend, he's like my brother. He lost his uncle, but that was like our best friend. That was our brother. He was our age. So we lost him like 3 days before my very first pro fight. So at my first pro fight, if anybody seen me, like I was like going through it. I was truly going through it. I didn't know what I wanted to do. At first it didn't really hit me, but like soon as right after I fought, it was just like something hit me for a couple of days. I wasn't right, almost like 2 weeks. Like even to this day, I still think about it all the time. But like I had to get through it because he always, no matter what, he always wanted me to be successful. Like he always say, like he's like even if I wasn't around, he'd tell like girls like I'm really gonna be successful. So I don't think it's no way I could doubt it. I can't go back now. Like I have to do it for him.
How does it feel to be in that role as a big brother to some of the kids here at Upton?
It's amazing because I truly love the road because Tank didn't have to do what he did for me. Sometimes me and him beef. That's what all brothers do. But he didn't have to help me. He didn't have to follow my career. He didn't have to be a big brother to me. He didn't have to. We not blood, but we closer to any blood brother that is out here. It's truly amazing that now this time overturned. So now I'm a big brother to others. But I got it from him.
Just thinking on that, man, the closeness of everyone here at Upton, man. How important is Upton to the city of Baltimore, in your opinion?
It's very important because we keep a lot of kids out the street. And you know, Baltimore is one of the highest crime rates.
Definitely.
So keep a lot of kids out the street. We build a lot of family. It's just a great place for the city.
Just speaking on that, you know how you see in certain cities where it's changing.
Yeah.
Like for example, like DC used to be known as Chocolate City. It's not that way anymore. But them pushing everyone out.
In Chicago too.
In Chicago, Harlem, New York, the same way.
I feel like they're gonna do that to Baltimore soon. I think they always do it to people that like a lot of crime. They try like move the bad ones to the out shit. Yeah, they do it now.
Do you see yourself really, like how you said you recently want to get into the purchasing of property?
I'm gonna buy them up. I'm gonna buy them up because you know when through that change, the property value go up. So if I have a lot of properties, I have more money.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, are you a part of the Under Armour also or no?
No.
Well, what's your thoughts on Under Armour though?
It's a great company. I worked with them before. I did modeling things for them. I did like.
Do you train at the facilities also?
Yeah, I have before, plenty of times. I did a lot of little things with them, but I don't believe in signing. I don't believe in like you have to sign your name away to people to be with somebody. So like,
Great point, because I wanted to ask you about a friend of yours, Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Now, with Devin Haney, you see where he's under the influence of Floyd, where he started his own promotional company. Do you see yourself doing things of that nature?
Yeah, I'm not signed to no one.
Yeah.
So I definitely see me going that route. But everybody route's different. I'm not gonna do the Mexico route, like that way, like how you had to fight in Mexico and stuff. I'm not gonna do that route. I'm on TV in my third fight. So once you go TV, you never go back to like regular. So I'm blessed in the opportunity that I have. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start my own promotion company.
Now, I gotta ask this, man, because I was very surprised. I've been following you for a while, so I gotta ask. Your goal at one point was to win the gold medal at the 2020 Olympics, and you wanted to be the first American male boxer to win since Andre Ward.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I just felt like it just wasn't for me. I went to the highest point in the amateur level. I thought that it was something. I needed something new. It just was getting it just wasn't fun to me no more.
How disappointed was USA Boxing when you decided to do that?
I'm real disappointed.
I can imagine, because you was like the face.
Yeah, they was real mad. They was real mad. They was real mad to this day. They was real mad.
What did the decision play a factor with Shakur coming up short with the silver?
Yeah, because it was almost like there was no point no more, because like Shakur got silver, but he didn't get gold. So it was like but then it was like wasting time. Then it was just he'd get it off, all that trauma, not getting paid, not getting my value, a lot of little things. But I feel like I made the best decision for myself.
So yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you ever regret?
No, I don't regret my decision.
Now, do your coaches around you?
Yeah, Coach Calvin.
Oh my God, he said it yesterday. Yeah. He talking about
Tank came short, Reeve came short, and I just didn't go. So,
who would you like to have that big fight with? Though you know how you hear about the legendary fights, Hagler, Hearns,
Charlo, Canelo, Gigi. I don't think none of them can beat me. Joey Spencer, Caleb Plant, all them guys, they cool, but sometimes it's gonna have to be smoke.
Yo, man, I really appreciate your time today, man.
I appreciate you too.
On Real Talk with
You
Zay.
stay here, watch me train.
I mean, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get out there, man, to see you more. I remember your first fight at Bowie. I was going to be coming out that night, but I was on call with the Finnerholm, so I couldn't make it. I was so mad, man, but I wanted to come out to see that. But definitely, I got to check it out on the 24th. That's close to me in GM in DC. So.
National Harbor.
And man, good luck on doing that,
Thank
man.
you.
Good luck with everything you're doing in your career. Happy birthday, man.
And
hopefully this won't be the last interview with you, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Many more to come.
Yeah, anytime you're doing stuff with the foundation, let me know, man. I'll do coverage on it. No problem, man. As long as I ain't doing nothing with the Finnerholm, I'll come up and cover whatever you got, man. That's all. I appreciate it, man. Lorenzo Truck Simpson, the future of boxing. We here at Upton Gym, and we out. Man, that sounds good.